Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live streaming. Tonight is November 15. So this is my regular live streaming on my show. So this is by the way, I want to greet all of my subscribers, viewers, members here in the Philippines and abroad. Good evening in Philippine time and good morning in your time. So, our topic for tonight is how do you show foreign partner that you are proud of him or her? So that's very common for for Western people or foreign people married to another race of people. Hello, Poots. Thank you for coming, Poots. So this is very inspirational, inspirational discussion because a lot of people they don't really do this, especially when it comes to personal things. So this one thing that we can tell the world that we proud of our partner. So maybe I'm gonna share with my experience and opinion for that later after after the guests or people coming on my show wants to share this kind of content that I'm uh, sharing with you guys. So by the way, yesterday was rainy. And today, I think there's low pressure, so I'm not really sure of that because the weather here when I woke up in the morning and then me and Frank went to the porch and then there's a drizzle, so I think we expected low pressure here in the Philippines. And by the way, guys, for those American, if you know the currency exchange. So we went to the bank yesterday. So the exchange rate is 55.70. So it goes down because last month is 56.45. Now it's 55.70. So the USD rate goes down just a little. Yeah, puts. Hmm, hold on. Miss Manny. Okay. So I want to ask also for those, for those people, but I have to wait in a few a few minutes before I start. So the weather here is not good. How are you? I'm good, I'm good. Puts and boots. And how about you? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? Puts on boots. Well, it's just like I'm yesterday I need to buy a new flat iron because the same iron that I got it was long time ago, but this is a nice brand of the flat iron. So I don't know if you're familiar, the Philips. So I've been that using for almost 5 years. So it's just like suddenly something it still work, but when I put water, because that's at the same time with steamer, when I put water, the water leak on the on the flat iron. So I'm not really into that because I don't want. things that, because especially when I noticed that, the water came out, it's just like, there's a rust, but I already cleaned that. So I don't want that, stain in our clothes. So I told Frank, I think it's time for us, to buy the new flat iron. So it's just like, okay, so I try. So this is, I don't know, I think that's local brand of flat iron for those Filipino. So Emar Flex. So I exchanged it. But you know what, guys? The Philip, the so expensive, 5,000, about $1 USD, in one. So I decided, okay, I will try the local brand. So when, before I, okay. Good evening, Miss Manny.
Good evening, Ate Lily. I hope I don't have echo.
Well, so far
I'm
I don't experience the echo thing. So I just talking about, the the flat iron. So I bought the flat iron because
oh
the one that I got, it's still working. It's still working, but the thing when I on this the steamer, it's just like the water leaking. So
ah
I
so
told
more
your
water
kuya.
came out.
Yeah. So I think there's something wrong. But you can still, it's still working if you don't put water. So
Ah
I
yeah.
told your Kuya Frank, it's time for us, to buy the new one. So before I start, I do ironing because uh and then it worked. The only thing that, when the flat iron has a steamer, so you always refill the water, and then I just, because I use starch, spray
Ah
starch.
you keep refilling.
Yeah, you keep, but you know what? It's easy, Miss Money, because if it's too crumple, the clothes, it's easy because there's a steamer. So
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm confused. I'm refused to use the starch because I use the starch spray, especially when your Kuya Frank pants, because he
Uh-huh.
likes with the crease, with the line. So I like also to put, a starch on his pants because, I like, the shiny thing. And, you can really tell that, the pants is, look iron. So I refuse because
Mm.
it's new. And then the other one, when the starch is dry, it's hard to remove. So I told him, I refuse to put something starch on on your pants. Maybe I
So
will
it's
figure
I
it
mean
out.
putting a starch doesn't like create like white spots for the fabric or like it
No,
is okay.
because the
Mm.
glade, the starch. That's the one that I used to spray, the
Mm.
Glade brand. So just just spray very light, because Frank like with the crease, but me, I don't really like the lines on the pants. So I want flatten. So he likes
Uh-huh.
that. So I refuse to put that because I told him, Frank, my iron, my flat iron is brand new. So before that, I made a lot, my clothes. So yeah, I'm good, ironing the clothes because I don't, what? This is my personality, Miss Money. I don't really like to wear
Mm-hmm.
clothes that, especially if it's not, printed. It's okay if it's printed because, it's not really shown, the lines, the crumple. But when it comes to, plain color, I prefer I prefer to iron it. So there's a lot of clothes that I
Yeah.
don't wear because
It's not too obvious when it's printed like that.
yeah. So especially like but I have also because some of my my blouses, there's a ruffles, and I told to Frank, oh my God, this is the thing that I don't really like. I don't really like ironing, but I don't like crumpled clothes. So I prefer to wash clothes than iron.
Mm.
So it's I don't want also to look, look bomb on my show. So I didn't even know you could use starch for that. Yes, puts, if you want, like, cuz the especially for for blue jeans, when you use starch, or sometimes I want, like, I have, my collar on my, my blouse, or if I want, my collar looks standing, so I spray starch, because it makes, the collar firm. And also, the dirt is not easy, to go on the, on the fabric.
Ah,
So once you,
it also
once,
protects the fabric from the
yeah,
dirt.
for the dirt, because usually, no, Miss Money, you notice that if you use, the clothes rig, you, especially uniform, you can see the, the yellow stain on the collar, even though you wash it, it's still there. So
Mm.
the starch, the spray, it helps, not to direct on the, on the fabric, and then,
Uh-huh.
there's a protection. So that's, that's, I love to use that, the starch spray.
Yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll try to use like, I'll try to use starch spray because it's also, for our uniform. Yeah, that's the only time that I iron my clothes for the uniform.
Yeah, and then, and also, the dirt, I because it,
Mm.
well, in countryside, old school, my mother, she buy, the cassava starch, and she make that into, just like porridge, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
thick. And then, especially, with my father's, pants, she we call that in Tagalog kula. So when it's dry, and then, you wash with that, with the cassava starch, and then you dry it, and then that's the
Mm-hmm.
time that, when you iron, all you have to do, just, the spray water, and then, the especially the maong, or the blue jeans, when you iron it, it's
Lenience.
very shiny, shiny. So that,
Ah, that's the
that's,
trick.
and also, the blanket, pillowcases, that's what my mother do, so that, the dirt, it's not easy, to go on the, on the fabric. So once you wash it,
Mm-hmm.
it's not really, you don't really have to couscous, because, there's a
Mm.
start. So
Ah,
that's the
cool.
thing that, Miss Money, that, people now are no longer like that, because, there's a lot of, like, bleach.
Oh yeah.
So they use bleach, and then, a strong type of detergent liquid.
Ah, so it's
So
like it's an old trick, ate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I think it's my first time hearing that. Okay, I'm gonna
So
do that for Puts and Boots.
so you know what, you have to be patient for that. I don't know if you have a patient for that, because, like, my mother, she's very patient about that, doing things like that, because that's the way
Mm.
also that, their time, I don't know your parents, because I'm sure, my parents is young, older than yours, so I don't know if they recognize that, or they experience things like that, because, when it comes to my grandma, especially my father's side, she's very meticulosa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, especially Miss Manny, it reminds me when it's there's fiesta. Okay,
Uh-huh.
all my aunties, my uncles, when they wearing, a maong, oh my goodness, it's very shiny. You can you can stand there and, look at your face, because, they very make, the kula. So that's
Uh-huh.
kula in Tagalog. I forgot, I
And you
forgot
know
what
what? And you know what's the trick for that?
what.
I mean, the relatives, they have like a very shiny clothings, their
Yeah,
denims.
yeah. So I forgot, I forgot in my dialect the term of that. Sana all.
Yes, sana all.
So, are you the type of person puts on boots that wearing, wearing what do you call that? Blue jeans with, very shiny with the crease? Because so it's just like, what, Miss Manny, is just when it's fiesta in my village, everybody's
Uh-huh.
out of gao gao, the gao gao.
Ah, go go. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
starch.
that's the cassava starch. So that's very common in my province.
Yeah,
But
cause
now,
mostly it's used for cooking.
yeah. So now I don't need to cook, to make that because there's the starch spray on the supermarket. So I don't really need to cook for that. So I just buy it and spray. So
Ah,
if you
there's
want,
already like already
yeah,
made like that.
yeah, the
Ah,
Glade,
okay.
the Glade brand.
Ah, they do. I
Yeah,
just
they
know
have.
that.
So there's a scented and regular. Uh, Okay, I just wear the blue jeans but no crease. I kind of wanna see how it look on me. Yeah, because it's really the pants. It looks like you can really see the difference between I can see for me. I can see the difference. The pants that using the starch spray, and they don't use starch spray because the fabric is really firm, especially when you wear slacks. It's really nice, really nice. Okay, so
Wow.
I talk a lot,
Nice
so let's
tricks.
start. Yeah, let's start about our subject, and the title is "Proud of Your Foreign Partner." So here's the description: how do you show foreign partner that you are proud of him or her? So I
So
I
it's
will I will
basically the question are for Filipinas, ate.
No, no, no. Foreign means, other race. So, vice versa, Filipino or, for
Okay.
European or American or Asian, because, foreign. So, it means that, races, different races. So,
Uh-huh.
that's our
Depends on who's
subject.
talking
Yeah.
or yeah.
So,
Okay, we're gonna ask boots and boots.
okay. So, that's, you're in hot seat puts on butts because Miss Money asks you, how do you show your your partner that you proud of her, in what in what category, or in what yeah, in what category?
He's on the grill.
Actually, the grill is not yet hot. It's just like it's just like start to ignite the.
We just plug in.
So what is your what is your come on, Poots, don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy. You already got Miss Money, so don't be shy though. Okay, so what do you call that in Tagalog, Miss Money? Walang hiya-hiya na.
Boots on
Okay,
boots, shy? Impossible.
so don't be shy to share your opinion about that.
Mm. Yeah, my opinion about it. Like,
Okay, so while we're waiting for Poots, Miss Money, so what about you? What can you how you show to Poots about how you appreciate, or how you proud of him? Okay, here we go. I show it by reminding her how proud I am of her, and I'm not hiding her being part of my daily life. with your friends, with your family. That's so nice, that the nice thing, Miss Manny, a person that really, that really proud, to tell anyone that, oh, this is my, this is my woman, this is my, my partner, this is my girl. Because same thing, same thing with happened to me. And I don't expect that, one of my show that I mentioned about, my sister,
uh,
my sister, that my sister-in-law, that, she put my my picture on her wall. My goodness. Okay, let me read. I show it by reminding her how proud I am of her, and I'm hiding. Okay, where am I? I'm lost. Yeah, she's on my phone wallpaper. My coworker know about her, my manager. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Chauncey Adams
So,
is here. Welcome back, Chauncey
hello,
Adams.
Chauncey Adams. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I'm good. So, Chauncey, if you're the subject that we talk for tonight, or day in your time, is how do you show foreign partner, all right, that you are proud of him or her? Yeah. So that's sweet. Cause okay, I have a question for you, Puts. So okay, before you met Manny,
Prepare
nobody would
yourself, MM.
nobody gave you a big smile on your face, or it's
I
um
think he
it's
I
more
think he
on
does.
headache. Because I'm sure so it's just like, I don't know, Miss Money, because the time that, sometimes me and Frank, we just sit down and talk about, before, the relationship LDR, and then when he go outside, buy stuff from, his supply, and then, because he know already, our time, to talk online. So he has to
Mm-mm.
hurry up, to go home, because, and then, and then sometimes if he hang outs with his friend, drinking beer, and then, he asks his friend, oh, I have to go, because, my girl is waiting for me, things like that. So it makes me laugh that, and then,
Mm-mm.
so you can tell that, uh you're very important, you're very
Oh
important
yeah.
to him. So it's just like, oh, it's time to go home, and same also. So even though that, my eyes is too, it's my I'm too sleepy, but I have to get up and, talk to him, because,
Mm.
the time is day are and night on them. So it's very, it's very sweet memories that, I remember how he talked about that when we sitting down. I usually always smile, but now I got the extra happiness. Yeah. Yeah, my coworkers know why I disappear right before or their lunchtime. Yeah, cuz so of course I know that, so I don't want to, to elaborate that. Yeah. So that's nice to hear that. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and
it's
keeps me
your turn,
awake.
Miss Manny, because already, put share, his. comment?
Well, actually, my whole family, aside from my sister that's in Greece, already know about him actually, and I'm so
So
proud of him because he really talked to my dad. It's your turn, money.
yeah, so the whole family knows about him.
Yeah, they already know about him.
So because here's here's the thought process, Miss Money. A lot of Filipino, even though your parents or your siblings, they will ask you, how did you meet that person? It's common question. It's common question. How did you meet that person?
Well, they know because they know I'm in YouTube like this, live streaming.
Mm.
They do ask, but yeah, I just told them that, well, I know him here. My craziness here in YouTube. So,
So there's I've been watching a lot of bloggers that when they ask about about YouTube, is the there's a good side and there's a bad side, and there's a question indicate that is YouTube is a good social media platform to find a mate. But there's a certain things that, yeah, could be. For me, no, could not, because it depends. How serious people are, right? Because there's a lot of people. They really wants to flirt, but they're not serious. So that's the thing that I could say that yes, or I could say no, because it's in the personality of person, how they are serious. Because some, they just really want just to make fun of it. But some people, they really wanted to find a good one. So that's the question that a lot of people don't really understand.
mm-hmm.
So it's just like happened that in your case, that the YouTube thing, it worked because Puts is really serious to find a good one, and you also serious. But
According to him, he is serious. No,
according to
joking.
him,
I
but
know. I
according to
can
you,
feel that.
according to you, you're not serious for that. Come on, Miss Money. Don't
according to
mean to
him,
put.
according to me, he is serious, and according to me, I'm also serious. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
that's
to.
that's the good thing, that the chemistry click. So that's the end up that you become one. So that's the thing. But there's a lot of men also that they really want just to make flirting ba, fling. So
Just
it's just
yeah, there could be a lot of people like they meet a lot. I mean, they talk, like collect, but
yeah.
um I think it's just a waste of time.
It's just like also there's a lot of people, especially men, Western men, that when it comes dating online, they said it's no longer good, because we all know that when they go, dating site is all about scam. Okay, but
Mm,
first
big
time
risk.
that dating site was established was it's pretty cool. The outcome is really good. But it's just like the years goes by, the scam thing was go on that dating site. So the image of dating online was totally bad about that people doing scam. But like I said, that hi doggy, thank you for coming, doggy. So
Hi,
it's just like
brother
for me,
doggy.
because I met my husband on the dating site. So for me, it worked. But it's just like you have, you have also to, you have to smart, to know the person. You have to observe first, and you have to be attentive
Mhm.
how he talk, how she talk, how she plan, or how he plan, on the future together. So you can tell, and then you observe also the person, he or she, the way they talk. So that's very. Oh, thank you for watching from Qatar. How's Qatar? So, okay, I have a question for you, brother. Doggy, is are you having relationship with foreign girls, or it's just like in your same race, or are you single? Are you married? So, because the subject for tonight is all about how do you show foreign partner to be proud of him or her. So,
You know what, Ate Lily? Uh, I may not really like very open about relationship right now, but as long as the community already know, as long as our friends, our common friends already know about me and MM, so it's just like YouTube. Uh, the love story is not the center of my channel and your channel, so that's why I don't want to make it too sensationalized. But me as a person that's not really talking about it, that's the reason. It's not because I'm not proud of him. I'm so proud of MM actually. May people may like they might have different instinct or impression about him, like he's not gonna be serious because he's young, but actually the more that I know MM, it's he's someone that I could really be proud of. And I mean, the more that I talk to him, the more that I know that we're really compatible with a lot of things. So that's why um it is easy for us. I mean, though we really did not expect that, me and him will just click, but yeah, we just have the same values. Although, sometimes he's just so joking around, but people we will know people when we will really talk in private.
yeah, that's the reason why, on my description, how do you show the foreign
Mm-hmm.
partner that you are proud of him or her, because it's not like, we're not really focused the relationship that you had with puts. Okay, so it's just like
Mm-hmm.
you have, you share things that you're proud of, whether you become successful in your relationship. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It's just like how you proud the person. So whether there's a
Mm-hmm.
relation involved or no relation is involved. Okay, but we're gonna really base on, because I specific mention partner, but
Mm-hmm.
not all people watching on this show has partner. So they start, they starts to find a partner. But the thing is, how do you show the foreign partner that you are proud of him? It doesn't matter, Miss Money, it doesn't matter. So this is not all about, the content that I mentioned is, uh I'm talking about you inputs, everybody I'm talking about. because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, I'm also sharing, sharing my opinion, how I'm proud with my husband, and also you. So that's why I'm asking,
Mm-hmm.
how proud are you with your, partner? So partner, it doesn't mean that, your husband, there's so many um factors that you can tell, partner, husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, partner as friend. So, but it's just like, it just happened that you have, partner, like puts. Okay. So this is not all about your story. Okay. So this is not all about your story. So I'm just, I just clarify this, for those watching, because somebody might
Mm-hmm.
interpret this, misinterpret. Okay. So um it's just like people are, it's not really, it's not really, we cannot really, each of us have, or, we have our opinion. So sometimes my
Mm-hmm.
opinion is not really fits on your, on your analyzation. It also, some people it fits, some people, you know and like yours also, in anybody else here on the live show. Okay. So it's just like you, how to handle, because that's very important also, because you have to comprehend about, the description, the title. Okay. So it's not, I'm not really into the, you know I'm not, the thing this for tonight is not, really in you, you and inputs. Okay. So if you're not really comfortable, so we're gonna uh out of that, but it's not in my intention, to talk with you and puts about your, your relationship. Okay.
No, I'm actually okay about it. It's just like I'm just trying to also explain my part. Maybe maybe because maybe other people are like, oh, she's kind of different because other girls are so very what you call that, very verb. You know what? Like,
uh
but yeah. So
straight to the point, or very vocal when it comes to
vocal, yes. They.
express their
Mm-hmm.
ex, express their, opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me read this from Puts on Boots. I think people also show their pride by staying loyal, being able to say no. I have a partner to a person instead of enjoying the attention given by somebody else other than your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just like, Puts on Boots. It's their choice. It's their choice. It's their choice. So it's just like, like especially that this kind of show that, sometimes you can also share some a little, a little thing, a little story, uh like me, my personality, my, my experience in life, my relationship. But not all are gonna share that, because there's a limit only. So I don't really want all, all my activities in life that I'm going to share. Some I will share. Some is not really, it's off limit, because some people, it's their choice, well, it's all about matter of choice. Okay. So yeah, because like I mentioned, that is that it doesn't matter, because foreign is just like any races. Okay, any races, you can also uh share, like, your friends in, in foreign. So it's just like, I partner. So it doesn't mean that, just only for husband and wife. So there's so many factors that you can, they can connect with the word partner.
Uh-huh.
So, well, what, Miss Money, is just like sometimes, being um married, to a foreign man. Sometimes I share things that, a lot of Filipina women cannot really relate on me, unless they married to a Western man, let's say, Western man. So they can really relate on things that I mentioned. But it's just like, for, let's say, okay, let's say Pacific, for boyfriend and girlfriend, they're not really, because boyfriend and girlfriend, that, that the starts of building, building a strong relationship, uh uh with each of you. But your husband, if your partner, like particularly husband and wife, yes, some they can
Mhm.
relate on my story, some they don't. So it's just like, I'm proud, no matter what, no matter what people say. It's just like happened that not all, this is, I do really believe that not all people will go on your, go on your side. Not
Uh-huh.
all people will, will agree about your statement, or
Mhm.
agree on your opinion. So it's just like, it's just like that. So you cannot, it's just like you cannot please other people. So it depends, how they interpret. It is different to be with a foreign partner than a local. In Belgium, it's very diverse. So people don't really care what about Philippines. Actually puts on boots. It's like, okay, here's the difference here in the Philippines. If the man found the good woman, Filipina woman, and they preferred to deal with the Filipino. Okay, if they found, the right one, it fits on their qualification, they prefer to go on the Filipino. The only problem that Filipino woman were not really into the, on the Filipino, especially for those, single mom. Because there's a tendency here in the Philippines that Filipino men, they're not really into the, if they know, even though they love that woman, but if they know that woman has, she's a single mom, they really keep distance between him and her, except if this woman is rich. So there's a difference. But like I mentioned that, if they, men and women, okay, same status in life, they have professional, they have work, and then, their parents, they like their parents and they love. So Filipino woman, or Filipino men, they will prefer to, take Filipino woman. So it's just like, I don't know, but I'm not saying that all Filipino are, are prejudiced against with the single man, but majority they are. Just a rare. rare Filipino men will, will very serious, to marry, a single mom. That's why a lot of, separated Filipino, a lot of single woman, single mom, that, they really want to hang out, they really want to know the, Western people, because Western people are very, are very independent, very independent when it comes to their decision. But for Filipino men, before they decide in their, in his life, he has to undergo mother, fathers, aunties, uncles, grandma, because they don't really look, they don't really look, the thing that, this is between you and me. Okay, so asking permission with the parents, that's very important, but you don't really have to deal with the whole family. This is between you and me. But we don't really do that. We don't really do that. So I don't know if it's well, it's just like, it's really, it's really hard to explain, the culture, the traditional culture of Filipino when it comes to women. So it's kind of, kind of different.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Ate Lily, I have a friend, he grew up with a broken family because, I mean, when they were younger, before their mom got married to another man, you know, yeah, I think they were raised with a single mother. But then when her mother found a new man in her life, so the new their mom's new man, it's a Filipino, okay? So
yeah.
her mom's new man made her choose, if you choose me, you gotta have to leave the kids, so he doesn't want to deal with the kids, so he doesn't want to the kids to be part of the responsibility. So and then they was left with to their grandmother. So that's why it's really difficult because most of the Filipino men, they can sometimes really handle, like, the obligation from the kids, and especially it's two kids, so there are two kids. And so it's painful, it's painful to think as a single mother, and you're like, instead of choosing your kids who, like, you fought for life to just to bring them into the world, and then she's just, I mean, there's a mother that's too weak to, like, let the man choose between him and his and her kids. So that's why there are really instances like that, they're gonna let you choose,
Yeah, which is, they
actually.
don't really need that, they don't really need that. That's, that's the thing that,
Mhm.
the it's hard, it's hard, to deal with, especially with Filipino men. I'm just be honest, I'm
Uh-huh.
just be honest.
Yeah, because
Okay, so
financially it's
okay, go ahead.
even very difficult to support their own, so how much more, so that's why. But to me, I will
Yeah, it's
not
just
deal
like,
with you if you, like, let me choose me, if you, like, let me choose me between you and my kids, of course I gonna choose my kids.
yeah, because, if the man, okay, if the man will ask you that, you choose between him and, your children,
Yeah.
come on, he's not really serious on you, because, if the
Mhm.
man loves you, he loves also your children or your child. That's what I remember, because I have also single mom sister. And that's one thing that, my father told her: if the man like you and then he doesn't like your children, get out of that. Get out of that relation,
Mhm.
because if you're gonna pursue that, your life become miserable.
Uh-huh.
And you
And I
cannot,
remember. Yeah, and I remember my friend when she was like she's talking to me, and I'm already a single mother that time. Like she's she's have a little tears in her eyes because even though she's already adult, but she still can remember, the pain, because she's also longing for the love of her mother, because they already have no love from their dad, and then that's happened. I mean, wow, that sounds so irresponsible. Hi, Mom GM.
I am Mom GM. So it's just like, the thing is, that's really, I believe, what my father told us, that once the man, just only like you, okay, even the woman love that person, get out of that relationship. Because here's the thing, Miss Money, especially if you have daughter, you cannot really trust that person if that man loves you, even your daughter don't, or your children don't, because that's a bad omen, or
Bad omen, bad signal.
yeah.
Bad signal. Oh, there's
Okay.
a question from Puts. What about reaction from other people? Do people treat you different when they see you with Frank? Ah,
Definitely definitely because they think that I'm married to American. Well, it's just like here, I'm not, when this is the thing that Filipino think, that once you married to a foreigner, they think that
yeah,
foreigner is
exactly.
super rich. Super rich. It's just like, well, they look different, they look different at me, but for me, no, there's no different there's no different about that, okay? But people, when they look at me with, Frank, they look at different, but for me, no, there's no different, because it's just like, the only different is, the language. But when
Mm.
it comes to dealing with your partner, it's the same. So, but for
Well,
people,
even if it's just a boyfriend, I think people, there's a lot of people already think that, I don't know why.
yeah, that's the
And they're gonna
mentality of
think that,
Filipino.
oh my God, you have a lot of,
you know
your wallet is full. My goodness.
they ask, how,
Quit thinking that way, guys.
this is the thing that they gonna ask, okay, if they know one of your, like, your colleagues. 'Cause it happens to me when I was working, and then they think that, oh, did he give you allowance? My goodness, that's given question. If they know that, you have a boyfriend, a foreign boyfriend, or what, Filipino think that, how much, is, he is sending you money for that, that's given question. But I don't know, hell no. So yeah, it's just like, for me, especially, here's the thing, that when it comes to dealing in the bank, Miss Money, I also share that, when I talk to them, as a Filipina, they don't really listen, even though I already explained. But when I talk to Frank, that, this is the thing, that they don't listen. But when Frank go them, everybody's staring at us. Because, Frank will, complain about, this is unacceptable things, that, why like that. So
Oh, by the way, Ate Lily, I like your outfit tonight.
I've chickered. Actually, this is a old,
Yeah, checkered.
so I was digging all, my clothes, that, and my, I have a mega box. So this is my
Ah.
my old blouse, checkered. Okay. OMG, why ask mother to choose between him and the children? Face home that man has low intelligence. Exactly. That's why my father tells us, because we all nine girls, if something happened in our relationship, if the relationship did not work, and then, because I have, sister, and then, uh Well, when it comes to love, my parents don't interfere us. It's your choice. So don't just come home and tell us, blame us. No. So their opinion is they want to blame us, not us to blame them. So let us, what's planned in our life. So that's what happened to my big sister. First, this guy is well, the guy is, younger than her. So it's very nice. But you know what? When they get married, it's just like, the treatment with my
Change.
sister children, it's changed. So it's
Yeah,
just like if you
that's
don't.
what I'm really scared about. I really like a man that has consistency, and that's very, very, very rare find.
Yeah.
The consistency is there.
Actually, Miss Money, a lot of women, particularly Filipina, especially for, for single mom, they really want, to find a man that, they will also accept the children. Because,
Mm,
for those men, women don't really choose you between their children. Especially,
mm.
especially woman, they don't choose you. They're gonna choose their children, because that's came for our body. So that's came from the women's body. So okay. You know what puts? It's just like you don't have to just act, just act like you are, okay? You
How
don't
about
have.
dressing like a bum and then carrying a one sack of ganador rice?
Well, they're gonna tell edi wow, sana all. But it's just like sana all may bigas. I don't know if
Hi,
Puts and
Kuya
Boots can
Frank. Good
can
evening.
carry 50 kilograms of rice, Miss Manny. That's heavy. Can you carry 50 kilos of rice,
I
Puts?
think I'm gonna carry puts on boots, and then puts on boots is gonna carry the 50 kilos of rice.
Well, it's just like, just stay who you are, Puts. Stay who you are. You don't have to be, you don't have to, you don't. So it's just like, okay, it's just like if okay, here's the thing, for those like, for those women, some, they do you have a boyfriend? Do you, they said no, I don't. And then they said, oh, you have to hurry because you're almost out of the calendar. So you don't have to believe that, because you know finding partner is not like, it's just like you changing clothes. So it takes times, to find that. So it's just like, for the person, okay, don't change. It's just like me. Frank told me that, sweetheart, don't change the color of your hair, because I love the hair. Don't change your hair to become a blonde, because your hair is black. That's the way I love your hair. So it's just like, a simple example for a person. You don't have to be act like a rich to impress other people. No, you don't have to. It's just like, for me, I don't mind ride on the jeepney. I don't mind ride on the trikes. So I have money to buy car. I have money to ride on the taxi, but I don't do that because, for me, I don't need to rush to go to the mall. Just ride on the taxi. I save more money, so I just pay 12 pesos. Then if I go to the mall, I pay 300 pesos. So which one you gonna choose? You have to pay 12 pesos or you're gonna pay 300 pesos. So it's just like you don't have to be, you don't have to be change just for the sake of other people. No, just stay who you are, because that's the person, that the person like you, that's other people like you. Don't change, because if you change, it's not, no, it's just like me. Frank told me, don't change, Lily, because if you change, you're no longer the Lily that I love. So I just consistent, you know to do things like this, because if I change, it's not the Lily that Frank like and love.
Well, it's just the looks. It's not your personality that change. I actually like thinking about having a hair color, for a change. I was actually um like considering it.
Yeah. Well, it's just like it's very important also that you're consistent about the real you. It's
Mhm.
just like in the court. It's just like in the court. If you're consistent about your statement, no matter what, no matter what, no matter they're gonna prosecute you, your statement is the same. But if you're telling a lie, that's the thing that they're gonna find out that you're guilty of doing things, because you're not persistent about your statement. Frank, thank you, Frank. I was learning how to rebuild a Rolex watch. My goodness. Yeah, he's watching that. Are you planning to buy me a Rolex? But Rolex is not my watch, Frank. You know my watch. 50 kg rice, I can carry it for extra 2.2 seconds. Hmm. Hitting the wall. Never change. Precisely, never change. I mean, of course, what do you mean never change? Never change yourself, but you have to change your clothes.
You
I
have to
wonder
change your
how
undergarments.
I wonder how both you look like with blonde. Oh no, I don't know. I don't really understand that.
Yeah, if you're truly curious, am I gonna do that? But no, actually scared with too much
It
bleaching.
drum
It's not
it
good.
damaged
It's
your
gonna
hair,
dry
Miss
the hair.
Honey. It damaged.
Yeah, it does. Just the normal hair color, no bleach, just like that.
Yeah, because actually my
Brown.
hair is not dark brown. Dark brown to black, things like. I think Filipino are shown more respect when they are with someone from another country. Yeah. But not, Frank, because I'm gonna explain to you. There's a lot, there's well, a lot of Filipina majority are very respectful, but sometimes there's another Filipina also. I'm not saying that all are are respectful, but some they are also very nagger, what do you call that? Mabunganga. Please, not blue or pink. What do you mean? The hair? Jesus Christ.
Impossible. Yeah, I think at Lily, there's the what you call that, the treatment of people when you are just you, and the treatment of people when you have a foreigner with you, it's quite different, especially for example if you're vlogging, when you're vlogging just all alone, they're gonna think like, you're taking a video, and they're gonna like, no, don't, it's not allowed to video my like that. But then when you're with a foreigner, they're more accommodating. When you just vlog,
Yeah.
there are difference. There are difference.
So people are unpredictable, because even though you're Filipino, sometimes this is, oh, you have to ask permission. They're unpredictable. That's simple. Unpredictable. That's why I don't really do things, go around that, do a video, because it happens that, wait a minute, I think in the mall. So when I do video and then the guard stop me that, oh mom, you're not allowed. Oh my goodness. And it happened also that we went to US embassy, and then the guard told me that, mom, you cannot really take the picture. For what? Just only
Yeah.
outside. But they said no, no, no. And then he told me that, oh, you have to delete that. And then I told, why should I?
Yeah, it's not allowed inside a grocery stores like that, private
Yeah.
establishments. They're not gonna, but you cannot like, it's okay if you already taken a video, they have no control over that when it's already there.
Hmm. Green hair. Well, puts to be honest with you, this is real talk. A lot of Filipino, they have pink hair, blue, and then green, and then they have, there's and the other side is white, and the other side is pink. It's
I,
just
I
like,
don't think I've seen that somebody does that. I don't
oh,
think I've seen that. They're
here,
just like,
here in
ah,
Manila, there's a lot. And then also, I was
here it's just
so
like brown, blonde, like that, red,
it's
burgundy.
just like a rainbow. There's a green,
I hope
but
it's just like not
excuse
permanent color.
it's just like, it's white, and then I think they bleach. you know there's a green,
Bleaching.
like a rainbow. And then I'm thinking, sometimes, I can't stop myself to tell Frank, look at that hair. Especially in the mall. It's just like, oh, Filipino mannerism that, can't stop themselves, to to do gossip. I have one that needs to be fixed. Oh yeah, Frank. Frank, his love, he has so many collection of, watch. He loves guns. Okay. Video in the mall not allowed. Yeah, some, especially if, like in the restaurant, you have to ask first before you do some video. But sometimes I do slick. I do
Yeah, because
slick.
they might think like, you're reporting their foods like that. But actually most of the time not allowed is like in a grocery stores and or like supermarkets where there are prices like that, the items and the prices. So that's
Yeah.
why. I mean, I know that I also watch some Filipino vloggers around another country and it's also not allowed. So, the Data Privacy Act like that.
Mm-hmm. Rainbow hair. Is that called punk punk style? Well, it's not a punk style, Frank. That's a crazy style. Crazy style. I don't know, but I don't really, because I start thinking, to color my hair, but I don't really want to have that color.
I think it's
Punk style.
okay, just not make it too light, when Maybe just closer to our hair color, like light brown or brown. But when it's yellow, oh my goodness, not good. Especially when you have to go through with bleaching.
Yeah. Sneaky. Snicker. I love Snicker. You know the Snicker chocolate. Oh, I love that. Brown and
Mm,
nice color. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, noted.
Well, Frank doesn't like me, because me also. I don't really like, imagine Miss Manny. This is the funny thing that I always tell your Kuya Frank. Last night I watched the movie that we watched with Kevin Costner and Amber. The
Amber Heard.
ex-wife of
Amber Heard.
yeah, the ex-wife of Johnny Depp. She has a blonde hair, and but her eyebrows is black. So it's strange. No yellow. Oh my god, like that would not be a good to win in game of lato lato. Lato lato.
Why?
Okay,
You're scared of yellow.
John Dish. So guys, for those who wants to ask question, feel free to ask question or share your experience with your foreign partner. Okay. So it's just like me. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm very proud of my husband because his sensibility, in different ways. He's very sensibility. Okay. But sometimes it makes me laugh that please, please, I really want you to learn Tagalog. I really want you to learn Tagalog. It's just like, sometimes it's very, so when
What are
I
the
when I
Tagalog words that he learned so far, ate?
well, I have so many. I don't know how many words that he remembered. Sarap or masarap, I think. Salamat,
Ah,
salamat. But
how about
the key
greetings? The basic
uh
greetings.
he forgot. He forgot things like that. Yeah,
Actually,
sometimes,
Puson was very good with remembering the words. He know what's tinuod a lot.
mm,
It was stuck in his mind. Like when they talk, when they talk with my dad, and he was like speaking. I forgot what did he say, but in Bisaya, and then my dad was like asking me, "Kibo lagi siya Bisaya." He was like, my dad was confused why why he knows Bisaya, and and yeah, what's in what's is like. He's money teach me, yeah, like that. He actually
I
can
think
catch up real
Filipinos
good.
are very beautiful the way they are. I don't understand why they want to look like the white one. Yeah, Frank. I told you that, there's a lot of Filipina that really wants to become, when especially Miss Money, when I saw the, plastic plastic rhino surgery
Ah,
that
rhinoplasty.
rhino.
It's
Yeah.
injectables.
And then I put some. Oh my god! It's just my goodness. I'm scared about the the injection. But when I saw, and then their lips. My god. Yeah, that's the thing that Frank, that especially for those Filipina,
Sakit
that
yung ulo.
their beauty
Anong tubig?
is
Water.
is their business. They undergo
Gatas.
a lot of things like that. They bleach their skin,
Hmm.
and what else, they undergo surgery with their nose, lips, eyes, everything. And now there's a lot of people coming here, they do BBL. My goodness, what's before Filipino, they don't really care about BBL, but now, huh, take note. There's a lot of people do BBL, so they're not really contented about the natural beauty, the natural look of their self. So Frank, I hope that I hope he will learn, because I told him that I really want to teach him also my dialect, not only Tagalog, but because I told him that if in case that in like in the airplane, like in the in the bus, if there's somebody who, like hijack the plane, and if people there, if you or English speaking, and there's the person can speak Bisaya or Tagalog, you can save the life of a person by that, learning different language. Because if you learn, they don't know what you're talking about. You can speak that in a in a low voice. If that person knows that, he knows what you're gonna do or he gonna do for that. So that's very important, but I don't know. Ay nako. And then I told him my English is not really good, but I try to learn. If this other woman looked so good, why are men coming here to marry a Filipina? I prefer natural. Yeah, if this
Okay, I'm
other
not gonna
woman,
color my hair then.
see, natural na lang, Miss Money, natural.
Well, actually, I used to like color my hair brown. It's just like
Yeah, I
today or
think
like 1 year already that I did not do it.
the time will come if you have gray. I think you have I think you have the right to choose what color you're gonna color of your hair.
Of course, not yellow, especially not
Yeah, the
green or
logical
pink.
question Western
Just
women
brown.
cannot understand. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just like, we Filipino, we delicious, we beautiful outside and out. It reminds me of Jam Magno. Yeah, that's if there's other woman look so good, why men coming here to marry a Filipina? Well, it's not, I this is what I Frank, okay. Here's my thought process about that, your question. It's not only the look. It's just like how Filipina treated men from other countries, because Filipina is just like we have a unique personality. I think that's the bottom line. We have a unique personality that that uh some men cannot find in other other races. So
yeah, that's the thing. I also don't know what's the personality or what makes Filipina unique. Because I think, in there are also like Filipinas are like Western, and there are also like good women in other country. Oh,
yeah, it's just like okay, so Asian Western women, we're not really, because I don't know here's the thing that there's a lot, there's the reason why I mentioned about this, about black women, because they generalize Filipino, they generalize Thailander, or Thai people, because especially when it comes to passport bros, there's a lot of women, they going to DR, going to Colombia, going to Philippines, going to Thailand. They're not educated. They're speak little English, and then things like that. But they don't really think that. Oh, wait a minute. You Not all Filipino are not educated. Not all Filipina are not, they can't speak English, because here in the Philippines, for those uh women, Western women, that we speak English and Tagalog in school, but majority of Filipino can speak three dialects. Some uh they speak dialects four or five, but majority of Filipino here, they can speak three dialects and two languages. So I consider Filipino as a bilingual. So, well, it's just like, I'm not saying all Filipina are like that, but it's just like you can see the difference. Majority we are. Less, let's say out of 10, so majority is 9%. So 1% is just like, a Filipina is not really, unique personality, but majority of Filipina has a unique personality. So that's, it's just like, Western women. Not all Western women are bad. Okay, not all Western women are bad, all right, but there's a but. Majority of majority of particularly Black American. So it's just like, I don't know, Miss Money, if you watch Helga Belushka. She's a Filipina. She's uh she's
What's the name of it?
living in Canada. Helga Belushka. She's a blogger. No, she has TikTok, and but one of my friend, Juan, but she stopped right now. About, she depend, Filipina and passport bros moment, and also Jam Magno, that she comment
John
about.
Magno?
Yeah, uh there's a lot of, she comment about, there's a Black woman tells that, going to DR, Colombia, Philippines, they speak, they don't speak and they're not educated. So she reacted on that. So this is the thing that, they generalize Filipina, but it's just like, this is what I also uh tells to, to people that, I'm not saying all Western women are like that, all right, and all Asian or Filipina women are like that. So it's just like, out of 10, there's 9% good and there's 1% bad. Hello, well, guys, thank you for coming. Helga, you know
Hi,
her.
Willie, guys.
She's Filipina, Boots.
Yeah, Boots knows a lot Filipinas.
Yeah, because I know, Boots watching also Passport Bros.
Boots is like every account, every account one Filipina.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Filipina from, she's in Canada. How about Juan? Juan, the Filipina tigress. So any question, guys? We can, talk about this. For those also, for those also on the live chat, whether you're Western or Asian, as long as you can share with us your story with your foreign partner. I also know, yeah, she's my friend, but I don't know what happened to her. It's just like,
Are they big YouTubers, I think?
no, but Juwan, she's create a lot of noise when it comes to Filipina. She's back clapping to those black uh black woman who mocking Filipino. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know what's happening to her. Yeah. There's a saying that they said that Filipino are dirty or what. And then I don't know if you watch this what Juan said puts that when it comes to meow 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 meow, the meow meow thing. Yeah, I know the story about that put. Okay. The
I'm
meow meow.
amazed because you guys are so like updated about it, and I even a little bit I don't have any idea what you guys talking about.
Did you watch that put on Juan about the meow meow thing? Because there's a lot of black women tells that we're dirty, women. And then yeah. And then Juan said that Filipina, we don't. Hi, Canadian bread in Filipina, honey. Hello, thank you for coming, Filipina.
Hi, Canadian bread and Filipina honey. Good morning.
Filipina, we don't wipe our meow meow with tissue. We wash our meow meow. So and then it happens also that there's I forgot her name because she was attacked Juwan when Juwan said about he said to black woman, not all, okay, just only one person that she's talking about to fix her wig. And then there's a black blogger that I forgot her name, that she was to react about what Juan said, that Juan pulling her hair and then said, "Oh, this is look at my long shiny hair, and then this is not wig." Uh, so it makes me laugh about the meow meow thing. So Canadian bread and Filipino honey, how do you show your foreign partner that you are proud of her or him? Would you like to share with us? Yeah. So it's just like, it makes me laugh, me and Frank. And then, when I talk, because, uh, Juan always cold, and makes me laugh.
Well, with
Uh,
regards about wearing wig, I think to me it's I think it's also one of the part of the culture because yeah, I mean, well, I think it's okay, wearing wig.
Well, it's just like, it's not common for Filipino unless that, they start losing their hair, they have to wear wig. But actually,
Mm-hmm.
for those Western women, particularly black people, they're wearing our hair. That's hair from Asia that, they make into a nice wig. So that's very, that's very ridiculous when it comes to things like that. So I don't
Yeah.
really pay attention with that because there's a lot of people, and then when they talk about that Filipina, there's a lot of Filipina, back clapping about that because imagine, third world country. Oh, they cannot say that third world country unless they coming here in the Philippines. So I really believe that Philippines is developing country, not third world country. And you can tell that puts when you go to, before, Baguio City, there's no high-rise building there because, the last time I went to Baguio City, it was 2016. So I saw a lot of, new hotels, condos. So it's not really as same as, way back 1990, 93. So nice going to Baguio. So guys, question.
How about sponsorship? Maybe somebody wants to sponsor the show.
Well, there's only 8. Okay. For those want to sponsor my show, feel free to sponsor my show.
And for the next show, Ate, when gonna be your next show?
Well, Sunday, 9 p.m. I hope that, I hope that my connection won't fuck up my show.
So this Friday will gonna be the second part of our topic last week, Ate, on my channel.
Okay,
So
the
that's
continuation. I told the
yes.
Western woman that my wife has hair down her behind, and she did not buy it. Oh my goodness. And then, one of the girl told you, Frank, that, try to impress you that, oh, I have that also hair when I was young. Uh, well, it's just like common here, just, that's why I told your Kuya Frank, Miss Manny, especially, especially in my village. A
Uh-huh.
lot of Filipina, they have a long hair, not like that, but like that. Okay, long, long,
Mm.
long, long, long. So,
Actually, part of it is like, I was kind of also trying to like cut my hair, but then my mom and my dad will also like, I mean, I'm not trying to say that they have control over me, but they always gonna say, like, no, it looks nice that way, like that, like that. So
oh my
okay,
goodness,
for
Miss
the contentment
Manny,
of my parents, the happiness
we
of my
all,
parents.
we all girls. Oh my God, I'm really sick and tired of having a long hair. So from when I was a baby until when I was a kid, until when I was a teenager, I have a long hair until now.
Hmm.
Until now.
I think the only time that I have short hair was like in my elementary days. I always have short hair, like here, like pixie cut in my elementary days.
Oh yeah, I remember I have that 7 cut, 7 cut. I remember that I shown that to Frank, my picture. I was 23. It's just like I have a long hair that time. I'm just curious. How does it look? And then everybody, where's your long hair? It's just like, don't worry about that. It will grow. It will grow. Because, my hair grow fast. My goodness. So I really want, but, actually, Frank doesn't want me to cut my hair. And then he asked me,
Noted,
okay,
MM, noted.
just cut your hair. How short it is. And then until here. I
Yeah,
just
we used to have that elementary days because kids really don't know how to take care of, their hair. They don't know how to comb their hair, so that's why mom choose us to have like short hair, as a kid.
especially the koto. The koto.
Yeah, puto, and then you just keep playing around under the sun, doesn't care, save shampoo.
Yeah. And then, that's why, when I go outside, especially when I ride jeepney, I make it sure that I braided my hair because I don't want my hair fly because, it's easy to catch lice on, in other people.
Mm.
As men like it longish. Canadian bread, honey, how can I say? I tell me, I see her as a strong woman who has her priorities straight. Oh, that's nice to hear. You're really proud of. Okay, Frank, share everyone how proud you are to me. How proud you are to me,
Yeah, how
Frank.
about Kuya Frank? You're not
How
asking.
proud you are
I
to me.
Kuya Frank's turn.
So it's just like me, good. I thought that's your answer. Frank, I have a question for you, Frank. How proud you are to
Uh-oh.
me.
Straight
Make it
on the
sure.
grill.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm very proud. Let's clap to Filipina that, Western people pick us Miss Money, because, we were, because there's so many girls in their country, and then just like, they just pick us because of our unique personality. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
clap to our Filipinas.
I'm proud of MM because, even though with my status, he's wholeheartedly accepting me without a doubt.
Yeah, another clap.
A round of applause
Frank,
for
Frank, I'm waiting for your answer. My goodness. How proud. Don't tell anyone that, I feed you. I give you a lot of food. But it's no longer like that. If I was not proud of her, I never would be married. Oh, talaga?
straight to the
Really?
point. Yes, Kuya Frank.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, that's why also, I'm just what do you call lambing? What do you call that in English in lambing? I just, I'm just do make
Lambing
lambing
is
with
like, yeah, ano sabi English siya ng lambing, eh?
yeah. Yeah, well, I don't consider lambing is a care, No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's like cuddling. No, it's not cuddling also.
Oh, okay. Guys, okay, here's the thing, guys, that I really want to show to you guys, the movie that I was watching last night, the Great Raid. This is the story of American soldiers and Filipino soldiers fought with the Japanese soldiers. This is very nice, guys. So I think this is available in YouTube, I think, and also because that's in HBO Go. Okay, a man does not give a woman his last name if he is not proud of her. I agree. But you know what, Miss Money? Uh, I've been using my father's name for so many years. So many years. Yeah, so I'm proud also to Frank that he let me use his name, the last name. So thank you so much for that. Okay. John C. Adams, thanks for sharing about your relationship, Miss Money. It's really encouraged me to move forward with the idea of having
Ah,
a relationship with Filipino blogger. I have been hesitant.
go for it. Give it a try, Chauncey.
John C., where are you from, Sean C.? Are you from the States or in Europe?
I think he's an American, but I think he's a Navy in Korea, if I remember it correctly.
Ah,
You guys, you're never not gonna know if you're not going to try to uh reach out the lady that you like. Just give it a try. If it's not gonna work, okay, then it's not. If it's
yeah, it's
gonna
just
work,
like,
well, yeah, at least you give it a try.
hmm how do you know if it's work if you don't try?
Yeah, at least there's no what ifs. There's no regrets.
Good evening to Chauncey Adams. Where you from? I really want to know where you from. Where you from? Hi, Chauncey. Which blogger? Which blogger? Guys.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
who?
But you know what? I've been, okay, this is my second time that I meet one of the blogger. I met two blogger and one of my subscribers. So it was, very fun, to deal with. So are you single, Sean C. Adams? So it's just like, my piece of advice to you. Don't stop. Don't stop. Believe yourself. Try and try. Try and try until you succeed. Succeed.
I mean,
Not until you.
guys, it's a lot better when you at least try. I mean, even if it failed, but at least you tried, rather than, it's you regret that you did not try. I mean, try. Who knows? So just
Yeah.
just give it a shot one time. But who's gonna be? Oh my goodness, we're doing Marites here.
Well, it's not really marites, Miss Money, because we're talking about real talk.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's just like not only for men, no, Miss Money, for women also. Okay, because there's the men, there's men that they're not really vocal, to express their feelings towards the woman. So if there's a woman that very vocal, just tell, tell tell the man that you like me, and then the man say yes, and then if he say yes and you like him, and then go
Yeah.
process, process the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Money is paranoid about Marites. Ha ha ha. Paranoid. Yeah, because sometimes, foods. I understand the Marites things about Miss Money. Sometimes some people, they don't really understand what's going on, and then just like they comment, or they just like just like insert of the things that we talk, and they don't know what's going on. So sometimes it's really annoying, or it's really also uh offensive that
Are you worried that I paranoid him? I think it's for you also, for the guy, like, they're gonna be like paranoid also, because some marites have, especially the intention is not good. The
yeah.
intention is like to try to destroy your relationship. And yeah, but well.
Yeah. So it's just like, well, it's just like, here's the thing that, some people, like I mentioned, when I explained to you about the things that, you said that, you don't really like to talk about, you and foods on the show. But it's just like,
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that because I'm not really talk about the whole process of your relation with him. It's just like, it just happened that the content is just like similar the situation that you're in right now.
Ah, yeah, something that
Mission.
is relatable to me for sure.
Hey, you like me? She know what what the hell is he or I She, no, he, oh, I like you, so make room in your heart because I'm moving in.
Oh, see, is charot charot.
Ay, nako.
Ay, nako,
Forget it, because, here's the thing, guys, for me, it's just like, yeah, because this is what I noticed, that you know there's men also, what do you call that in Tagalog, Miss Money, that torpe, tamime,
Uh-huh.
when they okay, if the girl, they're not really, if they're not see each other face to face, they're very that guy is talk a lot, but once they see each other, they start talk about the woman. So their mouth is it's zipper. So it's just like in
Mm-hmm.
finding a mate. If the man cannot able to say that, in in my in my case, or if in my that situation, if I know that I have feeling also with this man, and I know that he has also feeling with me, I will tell, you like me, and then he will answer.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna ask straight to his face rather
Yeah,
than him,
so that
having difficult on himself.
so we don't want to waste our
Well, it's
we
gonna
don't
help.
want waste our time, we don't waste our saliva. Okay, and we can go for we can find to other person that deserve our time. So if you're gonna talk it, and then you end up he's not interested, she's not interested, so that what's the reason to talk with this person? So if that
Mhm.
person has no balls to tell you that he likes you, oh, I'm gonna tell, you like me. There's nothing wrong with that, to ask the person, Miss Money, but you have to say it in a nice way. That's the secret, the
Like, what
secret.
if you're gonna ask, like you're gonna ask the man, like, do you like me? And then the man said, yes, I like you. And then the lady will say, what? No way, impossible. How does the man feel?
Well, he feel embarrassed about that, but it's just like the
Oh,
thing,
he
Miss
will.
Money, that It's just like for me, I'm gonna ask that because I'll get if you don't want to do the move,
Okay.
I'm the one who gonna do the move.
Sorry.
Okay, okay. So okay, if I will tell that I have also confidence to ask him because I can see that he has also feelings on me. For me, for me, because it's just like if you don't like a person, don't waste your time, or don't waste her time too. As simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like the person, say it. Say it. Okay. If you don't like the person, ay nako.
If you like me, I like you. If you don't like me, I
Yeah.
don't like you too. I still like you. Joke.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer, not actual relationship advice. Charot. Filipina honey. Macho, macho man. Never be afraid to go after something that you want.
Uh-huh.
For real, Frank, dealing with unknown is worse than dealing with rejection. Well, you know what? Word of rejection. It depends the situation, Puts. Because sometimes,
Yeah, it
there's a
actually hurts,
rejection.
this rejection.
Yeah, there's sometimes there's a rejection that you can okay, it's very, very excusable, okay? But sometimes there's a rejection that, especially too much emotion involved. It's,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard, to deal with it. Posible we as men learn how to deal with rejection early in life. Oh yeah. Well, it's just like me. That's why it takes years. It takes years to find. To find after. After the. The heartbroken with my Filipino boyfriend before. It takes years, not 5 years, 10 years. Because
Wow, that's too long, ate.
so it's just like uh it's so hard, it's so hard to deal. It's so hard to deal. Especially that, too much emotion involved on that. Oh my goodness. But it's just like, well, it's just like if it's the
Especially
healing
that you've
process.
already invested your time,
Yeah.
everything, your time and
Yeah.
emotion.
And you're totally healed when it comes to that. You really, you really, you feel good, to interact another relationship. So 100% you're healed. It's not like it's still it's still uh if it's not, you're trying to be healed, but deep inside it's not. So we are men, okay. Yeah, rejection for a man is very common for men. Okay. So Frank, how many rejection you have before you met me? Or they reject you or you reject them? Which one?
Ah, sana all ha.
Sana no, edi wow. I don't want to say
Ah,
sana
edi
all.
wow.
Edi wow na lang. So are they reject you or you reject them? Women are numbers gamer. Oh yeah. That's what you think, right? No. Well, it's just like, for me, I have, I always, I always have that in my mind that in just, one man and a woman ako. Me, I'm just, one man and a woman. Where are the ones expected to approach so that a lot of rejection have to try and try and try and try and try? Precisely. Well, it's just like, why it's just some, well, maybe because, it happens that, um a person has also ego, or they have also pride on themselves, even though they like the person, but they're trying not to say about their feeling, because they have pride on themselves, that okay, I'm a woman, so I don't say this. So they just waiting, men will say that, or men will initiate that for them. Yes, a number of game. Truth. ev- Everyone that you ask is not going to say yes, but you keep asking women and one is going to say yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I mentioned, Frank, that if I'm the woman, I don't want to wait. If I like that person, okay, if that like that person, and then I have also, I know also that he likes me. I don't want to wait him to ask me. I'm the one who gonna initiate and ask him, because my thought process is I don't want to waste my time on him. It's just like ended for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better also. So it's up to him. But like I said, Miss Manny, that you have to say it in a nice way. That he don't really think that, oh, is there somebody else, or is this something that when I ask that towards him, he don't feel offended or embarrassed. Well, maybe because women's are, we when especially when it comes to relationship, Frank, when we heartbroken, we were heart you know it's just like easy for us, to cry, to tell our friends, I break with this person. We cry, we cry so loud. But I don't know, man. What happened, okay, I have, okay, I have also, I have also question for those men here on the chat. Do you cry if you're busted or rejected? Do you cry like women do? Huh? Do you cry? It's just like, that's why, I love the song, don't cry out loud. So one of the lyrics that, don't cry it loud, just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feeling. So that's the thing that, when you're rejected, women can, wear so many outlet that we can release. But I don't know if for those men, are you gonna, tell your big bro, oh bro, I was rejected with the girls, or you cried. Do you do that?
I don't think men cry really. Women. But the good thing with women, they gonna like. I think most of us really move on quick. You know what that is? They gonna accept quickly. What do you think?
Well, it's just I agree what Put said, Miss Manny, that women will really take badly when it comes, when the men reject us, especially if it's just like, if our boyfriend replace us, that, oh, I'm prettier than her. Why, there's a lot of why. Canadian breed and Filipino honey, I might cry for joy when I finally meet Mia. Oh, shout for joy. Pretty
Tears for
soon,
joy. Yeah.
Canadian breed honey. Pretty soon. I know Mia, she's meant for you. We
Mm-hmm.
do have feelings, but we know how the game is played. Well, it's just like you said, Frank, that women's are very emotional. Uh, we're based on feelings, and men's very logical. That's why I think that's why that men don't really cry when when they're heartbroken, because that's the fact that men's are very logical. Then women are very emotional. We're based on feelings, so that's why we cried. We mourn for so many months. Sometimes like me, I mourn years, 10 years. My goodness.
Wow, that's so long, ate. Why
Yeah.
with 10 years?
Well, I was really hurt, Miss Money. I was really hurt. So real men know their value. We know. Oh yeah, we know. That's a good, that's good topic, Miss Money, that we're gonna talk this coming Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
we will have that topic by Friday in my channel.
we're gonna discuss that, Frank, this coming Friday. Uh, Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow, Thursday. Oh yeah, just 1 night in 2 days. So that this is what I noticed, Miss Money. The days move fast, and we
Yeah.
just a few weeks. This is the end of 2023, and then
Oh my
2024.
goodness. So excited. So
Excited.
excited
Me
for
also.
2024.
Me also. Good that days move fast. Yeah, that's very favorable on you, Put. If that things happen, just buzz us, okay? Just buzz me. Move it to 2024. Actually, my lucky year is 2019. That's my lucky year.
Oh, that was the year that you got married with Kuya Frank ate.
Yeah, that's my lucky year. So, we gonna eat balut. We gonna challenge you to eat balut. You and Kuya Prank. Oh my goodness,
Oh, Kuya Frank have not eaten balut yet?
Oh my goodness, no. Big. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't.
I mean, just
I
try
eat
the
balut.
very young one, the 18? Oh, no,
Yeah,
16.
I told
Number
him,
16.
just try the sabaw, the broth, and then
Yeah.
the egg yolk, the yellow thing, because
Mm,
it's just like a hard boiled. But
mm.
I'm gonna eat the embryo.
Yeah, there's not much
But
embryo with the number 16.
yeah, very small, very small.
Yeah, there's not feeder yet. No feeder.
But you know what, Miss Money? This is the thing that I like balut. Once it's not really how many 22 days. The broth is very tasty. The
Ah, you
only
did?
Yeah, I like it because then the embryo, and then the egg yolk, the yellow thing. It's just I like the taste. But for
Ah, they're
those
more
for
tasty with number 22. How about
yeah,
the white part? Is it's more
it's
bigger than
hard.
the number 16?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I pick the big, and sometimes it's small. But you know what? The texture was hard. With 22 days, it's hard. But you don't really can chew it. You have to eat it. It's hard. But the 16 you can still able to eat. It's not as hard as the 22 days.
Mm. Because I always prefer the number 16, just number 16.
When girls are young, they hang in groups. If the head of the group like you, the rest of the girls will want you because the girl wants you. Oh, the honeybee. What do you call that? The queen bee. The queen bee. Queen bee. Queen bee. Filipina with MM. Okay. So guys, I already done my 2 hours. So I hope that we can see you all on Miss Money Live this coming Friday. So invite our viewers, Miss Money. I like mayo. Mayo with my
Mayo.
mayo with my chicken. Okay. What kind of chicken? Fried chicken with mayo? But you know what? I like, I Frank introduced me eating fries with mayonnaise. It's good than ketchup because that's the way that he ate when he was in Germany, fries with mayo. It's good.
Mayo and ketchup.
Ah, pero i-try mo, Miss Manny, just only, the fries, the French fries and mayo, no ketchup.
Ah. Yeah, because mayo is
Yeah,
salty, so yeah,
right.
maybe they're good.
Ah, okay. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, because I already reached the 2K over, so I'm just surprised. But the thing is, I told the Frank, why, I have 2K, but just a few people watching on my live. But it's okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
congratulations, Ate. You've
Yeah.
reached 2,000 subscribers.
So, well, it's just keep moving. So, guys, so thank you so much, Miss Money, for join with me and see you on your
Thank you also for inviting me, Ate.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
And
see you
also,
guys on Friday, my next live stream. Everybody on the chat. So
you know
Ate
what?
Lily will
I
gonna be
wish,
there and
I
also
wish
join.
that we can, well, it's too far from Manila to going to Cebu. So maybe one day, we can. Yes, 2.21 subs straight. Okay, thank you. So we can do a live, a face to face. So maybe in the future. Thank you so much, Canadian bread and honey. So yeah. So guys, thank you so much, Frank. Thank you so much, Boots on Boots. So
Mhm.
and then Canadian bread and Filipino honey. Who else? Who else come on my live show?
I think Brother Doggy was here.
Brother Doggy,
Uh,
uh, Willie Gas, Willie Gas,
well,
Sean C. Adams. Okay, Sean C. Adams. Thank
mhm.
you. So thank you so
Thank you,
much, Miss
everybody.
Mahani. So uh, have a good night and have a good day. So mabuhay.
See you
Bye.
on Friday, guys.
Okay, see you too also.